American thing, isn't it?
It is.
The whole sort of baseball theme tune. We usually leave all of that to our American cousins, don't we? We enjoy a far more sensible version in rounders, of course. But baseball is becoming more and more popular, and a Leicester club's hoping for a big boost to its members now. If the sport is included in the 2020 Olympic Games in Tokyo, baseball was recently recommended for inclusion in the game. So the final decision is going to be taken, I think, in Rio next summer, isn't it? At the IOC session in Rio. Matt Crawshaw, though, is the chairman of the Leicester Blue Sox. And he's been chatting to BBC Radio Leicester's Christian Hill, who went along to the club's training ground in Weston Park.
Come on, we're number one. Short, we're going to one. Excellent throw, good stuff.
We started off nearly 10 years ago. It's our 10th anniversary next year. We started off with just one team. It was a one-man band, and we've grown into sort of multiple age groups and multiple sections within the club. So we're quite proud of how it's grown over the last decade or so.
And we're standing here on Weston Park. There's a couple of dozen of you here, come for a practice. Just describe the kind of people that actually come here and play.
We've got around about 100 or so members at the club. There's no sort of model shape or size baseball player, so it's very inclusive. If you're quick, that's great because you can run around the bases. If maybe you've got a bit more muscle and maybe not so quick, well, that's great for hitting and getting that ball hit further into the outfield so you can get around the bases and maybe compensate the lack of speed. So it's one of those few sports where it's attractive to all shapes and sizes, male and female, all age groups and experiences.
And how much support do you get locally as well? Do you get many people turning out to watch?
It's probably not a big spectator sport. Certainly with the facilities we've got here at Weston Park, we've had some investment. So we've got the big green backstop here, which is quite a significant part of the setup here. It keeps the balls in play, keeps it safe from spectators. I think if we perhaps had more funding, we could probably develop the site here a bit further, maybe get some seating and people may be prepared to stick around a bit more. With our 10th anniversary next year, we'd love to get even more supporters and more volunteers involved at the club, and hopefully the emphasis on baseball and softball through the potential reinstatement into the Olympics is going to help that and help that focus on the sport.
So again, keep on it. One. Good play.
I'm Max Bennett. I play for the juniors in the Leicester Blue Sox, and I play third base.
And you've actually played out in America, haven't you? Just tell us about that.
My dad got a job contract in America for 2 years, so I left at the end of year 6, went there. Obviously it's America, you've got to get into this sports and stuff, and I just thought baseball was perfect for me. I loved it and fell in love with it, parents as well. I'm from Derby, in 30 minutes away, so I came back from America, and we came back and we tried to look for a team in England, and we saw Leicester and we thought it was perfect.
So how old are you now then?
I'm 15.
So in 2020 you'll be about 20?
Yeah.
And is that something that you're thinking about with the Olympics? Is that something to aim for you?
That's a wish for me. To get into the Olympics will be just a dream.
Is that something that you would hope for? That's a target, is it? And how realistic is that? How much competition would there be for a place in the England team or the British team?
Being one of the youngest in the juniors, I think I've got potential to go up there and lead the juniors when I'm older, when I'm 17, 18, when I'm just about to leave, and hopefully I'll get into the GB team, see if I can stay in there, then hopefully I can play in the Olympics.
Max Bennett from the Leicester Blue Sox speaking to BBC Radio Leicester's Christian Hill. Good luck to him and the rest of the team.
Another potential Leicestershire Olympian.
Wouldn't that be great?
We'll add him to the collection, another one to watch for the future. I'm back tomorrow at 6 o'clock. I shall bring you all the gossip from the Rugby World Cup tonight. Looking forward to a good atmosphere down there, so we'll tell you all about it first thing.
Definitely. Enjoy.
I shall.
Stay with me next Thursday. We're talking about hearing loss on the phone in after 9. It's not a subject we raise regularly, but I'd be interested to know, were you perhaps as surprised as I was to hear the estimate that there's currently 60,000 people in Leicestershire and Rutland suffering with some form of hearing loss? Are you worried about it? Is it something that's perhaps affecting you or a loved one's life? 0116 251 1049 is the number to tell me your story. Your call's on the way after the news.
Your city, your county.
BBC Radio Leicester.